Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is it's okay, just live your life. Everything is okay. It's okay to be broke. It's okay to be ugly as fuck. It's okay to be cringe as fuck. It's okay to have AIDS. It's okay to be fucking black. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be trans. It's okay to be anything. Just live your life. Like, seriously. I mean, I identify as like being an artist and all of these other things. I identify with being a good person, and I identify as being a black person. And I'm Edward. My name's Edward. And, it creates this ego of something that, like, I need to be. And I don't need to be any of that. I'm not any of that. I'm just existing. And, when I like create this identity, it can be broken or it can be attacked or anything can happen to it. And, what happens if I go blind? Then I can't create art anymore. And that would make me really sad. Why? I don't need to be sad. Like, I don't need to be sad because of that. I should be able to be blind and still live a happy and fulfilling life. So how I can do that is by not identifying with anything. And, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not perfect at that. Way easier said than done, but that's like one of my goals. Yeah, and I'm not some perfect monk or anything like that. Like, I have a huge ego, and it's like something that I'm like battling with, because like half the time I'm in my ego, and then half the time I'm really peaceful and not in my ego. And it really switches every minute, every second. Like, that's why I contradict myself a lot, because sometimes I'm speaking from my ego, and sometimes I'm speaking just, from like the awareness, like no ego. You know, it's okay. Like, even if I'm contradicting myself, it's okay. But that is why I contradict myself a lot. I can't identify with being a good person, because then I'd have to follow every single rule of being a good person. And the rules are different for everyone. Everybody has a different, different guidelines for what a good person is. Like, some people say being a Republican is a good person. Some people say being a Democrat, you're a good person. Or if you tip, you're a good person. If you don't tip, you're a bad person. Everybody has a different idea of whatever they think everything is. So why would I put myself in a box and say, oh, I am this, when it's different for everybody? There's all these rules. So yeah, I'm just not really trying to go by everybody else's fucking rules, and the rules change all the time, not just for being a good person, but for anything. So it's all pretty like funny. Like, it's really just a joke. Like, life is this super big joke. It's really not that serious. Life really isn't that serious. Life isn't really that serious. Um, but, we take it so seriously. Like, you could be born the richest, most handsome, whatever. You get all the girls, you have all the money, you're a billionaire. You were born in the United States, like first world country. Or you could be, born completely poor. You have like whatever schizophrenia, like heart condition, you have like no limbs. How can you take something like that serious? It's like a video game, it's like randomized. So why would I take life serious? Like, why would I take something that's so unpredictable and so random serious? It would just hurt me. So, that's kind of what I mean by that. And I know some people will say, oh, if everything's okay, is this okay? Is hurting people okay? Is this okay? And, I'm hurting people right now just by existing. People will always be hurt just by you existing. So, everything is okay. And I don't know everything, I'm still figuring everything out for myself. I'm really more so just making this video for myself because I kind of wanted to just vent and talk about some shit, I don't know. I'm definitely like super attached to art, and I make that my identity in my own head. Like art is my identity. I feel like the art that I put out it represents me, and that's just not even true. When I make that my identity, yeah. I'm really trying to just have peace in my life, and that comes I'm really trying to have peace in my life, and art is like I make art my identity, and it's not my identity, it's not me, but I identify as being an artist, or I say like, oh, I'm a artist and I'm a black person, or I'm this, and I like create this character, personality, or whatever, and it's not really me. Like back in 2020 or like 2021, I went through this whole dark period or whatever, but I was really scared of, my biggest fear in the world was like becoming schizophrenic. It was like a super irrational fear, but my dad, he works in the medical field and in Albany, Georgia. And he would always talk about schizophrenia and whatnot, like as I was growing up. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but Yeah, I was just really scared of becoming schizophrenic, and it was really for no reason. I would just go through these, like, have these insane thoughts of, like, damn, because, like, well, I have a Twitter tattoo, and the reason why I got that was because Twitter was the first ever social media that I had, and on there, when you start scrolling, the videos automatically start playing, and I don't know why or like who I was following, but a lot of the people I was following, they were like retweeting these like gore videos, and I wasn't like seeking it out or anything, but when I would watch these videos, I wouldn't even know it was a gore video. I'm just looking at the video, and it happens, like somebody gets shot in the head, or somebody, I don't know, like gets their head cut off, and after seeing that, it would really just like ruin the next 3 days in a row for me. I would have these like crazy like depression for the next 3 days, which is kind of strange because as a kid, I could watch those videos and nothing would happen, but around 2020, it just really was shaking me, and I think it was because I was scared of becoming schizophrenic. I had this thought process that, like, if I was to see something traumatic, even if it was online and not happening to me, it would like fuck my brain up somehow. I don't know why I was thinking that, but maybe it's like OCD or something. But yeah, so it would just really, I would be thinking about it for the next 3 days straight, and it was really, I don't know, I tried to prevent myself from anything that would possibly make me schizophrenic. So I stopped like smoking weed, like stopped everything. And during COVID, I was inside most of the time, like quarantine, and I guess my thoughts were just crazy. Like I was just to myself. I was thinking all to myself, thinking so much just by myself. And yeah, like it got so bad to where I would just wake up and then, excuse me, everything would just kind of look like super fake. It's hard to explain, and I was like seeing myself in third person. Me even talking about it right now is kind of like throwing me back into that. I can kind of feel it, but anyways, and yeah, I would be in my room, and like my dad, he would be gone. I was in my parents' house during COVID, and my dad, he would be gone, and I would just have these random flashes like in my head. They were just thoughts, but I'd have these random thoughts, and when a thought is so powerful, it makes like an image in your head. So my brain was just showing me these images and like videos of like my dad getting shot in the face, and super gory images of like my dad getting killed, and it would just scare the fuck out of me to the point where I would call him and just make sure, he was like alive. I never told him this, by the way. Like, he's never even heard me say this, but yeah, it was just a really scary time for me. And, there was this one time I went on a date, and this was in Atlanta. We saw like that Joker movie, and it was the Joker movie where like the Joker goes on some talk show and then kind of like puts the gun in his mouth and then like blows his fucking brains out. And after that scene, I was just like so scared of becoming schizophrenic. I was like sure I was gonna become schizophrenic after watching that, because I'm like, oh, that was a traumatic thing to see. A human's not supposed to see that. And then after exiting the movie theater, like everything just looked completely fake. Everything looked like I was in a movie or like Play-Doh. I don't know how to explain it, but I didn't know what to do. I just like called my parents, like scared as fuck. But that's kind of like where my fear of guns started too. So I had developed this fear of becoming schizophrenic, and I also developed this fear of guns, like these irrational fears. And so like I just couldn't even look at guns. It would just do something to me. It got so bad to the point where I couldn't even watch Fortnite videos because they had like guns in it. And I couldn't watch Call of Duty videos because I'm like, oh, people are getting killed. It's really crazy, like ridiculous, super dumb. But that's what was happening to me. And throughout that, like, it resulted in this 24-hour hell of me just waking up and everything looking fake and being scared all the time, panic attacks, whatnot. And I was really sick of that. Like, I was going to therapy, or I was going to like therapists. Like that wasn't working. They're prescribing me pills. That's not working. Nothing's working. So at a certain point, I was just like, damn, what do I do? Like, do I just kill myself? Like, I can't keep going on like this. So I typed in on YouTube how to stop being depressed, and this video came up by like Eckhart Tolle, and I watched like 10 seconds and I was like, yeah, this is complete bullshit. This isn't gonna help me. And I just clicked off the video. And then, I went back into that hell period, and everything kept getting worse. And I was like, fuck, I'm willing to do anything to not feel like this anymore. So I typed in how to stop being depressed again. And then, I was just kind of like watching Eckhart's speeches and Moji's speeches and Krishnamurti. And I was really kind of like soaking that in and what they were teaching. And it really just changed my life when I started applying what they were saying and really internalizing it. And yeah, that's why I really just, I'm such a fucking preacher. I'm always preaching about shit and whatnot. Just because, I want other people to win. And, I want everybody to win. I want everybody to win. So I want to just, share what I feel like is beneficial. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not some super perfect person. I don't have everything figured out. I don't have everything, I don't have the answers to everything. I don't have the answers to everything. I don't have the answers to everything. Yeah, I have this bracelet that I always wear. It has I don't know, my friend made this bracelet with some razor on it or something. And one day, we were just in LA and we were going to some party. We were having a good day. It was a super good time. And then randomly he just says bro, your music fucking blows. Your music fucking sucks. Dead serious. Nobody was talking about music, or we weren't even talking about music. We were just laughing. And when he said that, it felt like, he was attacking me. Because, I identify as an artist or whatever, and yeah, I really had to just I felt the insides of myself really getting annoyed, and I had to just be yo, you're just having these negative thoughts. They're just thoughts. It doesn't even fucking matter. What he said. And, I just had to not react to the thoughts. And yeah, I had to keep going about my life. But that just showed me, I'm still super, that's what I mean when I'm attached. I'm attached to the art. I'm attached. And yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I be getting mad? Why would I get mad about that? It doesn't make any sense. But, when I'm in my ego, I get mad about shit like that. It makes no sense. Another thing that puts what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to give examples of what I'm talking about. But for my New York exhibition, I was hey, I want to shoot a documentary for my exhibition, whatnot. And then my friend was oh, I'll shoot it, da-da-da. So I told him I wanted to be heavily involved in the cutting process of the video or whatnot. And or he shot the documentary, and I didn't get to cut it how I want to. He just, he saw it as his project at that point, and yeah, it was his project at that point, I guess. And the fact that like I couldn't cut it and it couldn't be how I wanted it and it was portraying me in a certain way, it really hurt like my identity and like, oh, it's like messing with my art, and I attach art to myself so much. So it's like, damn, you're fucking with me. And, that doesn't make any sense. When he put that out, I was really angry at him. I was like yelling at him and raising my voice and just like, it doesn't make any sense for me to be doing that. We don't have to be like that. We could just have peace in our lives. So that's why I need to not be attached to art. I need to not be attached. And so I won't have these hyper fluctuating emotions and thoughts. I really need to detach myself from the thoughts. Like, the thoughts aren't me. I need to not react to every single thought. I don't need to react to 99% of thoughts. I'm not saying thoughts are bad. Some thoughts are good. But, I need to be able to be like a slave master to the thoughts instead of a slave to the thoughts. Right now, like, half the time I'm a slave to my thoughts. I'm just going wherever my thoughts go, doing whatever my thoughts say do, reacting to every single thought. And I need to be like the slave master to the thoughts and just turn them on when I want, And my base level is just not reacting to them at all. That's just kind of like what I'm trying to practice. I'm not perfect at it. I'm not perfect. That's why when I, like, in that documentary, I was like, oh, I feel like true love is just letting some people be free and do what they want. Like, and it got cut out, like, my full explanation or whatever, but whenever I'm with a girl, I always tell her, like, off the rip, I'm just gonna be doing what I want. You could do what you want. Like, you could fuck anybody you want. I could fuck anybody I want. It's okay. Like, it's really not that serious. It's like guys that kill their girlfriend because she was like friendly with another guy. I'm not really like with all that Tinder shit. Like, not even like that it's a bad thing. It's just, it's okay. Whatever people are doing, it's okay. Like, whatever I'm doing, it's okay. Everything is okay. I was like super mad when, that person said they were gonna kill me in my sleep. And, that was me speaking from my ego. It's okay that, like, they wanted to do that. Obviously, I'm not gonna put myself in a situation or like be around that person, but I can choose to remove myself from the situation, but it's okay. Whatever happens, happens. And people are just gonna act how they want to act. I can choose to either change the situation or accept it. That's all. It's okay to die. Like, it's okay. And, I'm not some, like, super depressed nigga or anything like that. Like, I'm actually pretty happy, but this is a positive message. I'm really trying to spread positivity. I love being positive and whatnot. So yeah, this is a super positive message that I'm trying to get out there. Just have peace in your life. It's okay, bro. Like, if everybody in the world hates you, everybody in the world thinks you're this, thinks you're that, like, it's okay. People believe anything anyway. Like, I did an art piece where I like canceled myself, and yeah, it's just super funny. Like, people believe anything. But yeah, I'm doing this exhibition in LA in July, and yeah, the LA exhibition, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. It's okay. Like, everything is okay.